And we can just dance the night away until we get no more. Shake all the hurt away so you can feel and forget who you used to be. For just tonight, could you just dance the night away?
Alright, we're playing on my main account, mind you, not my alt account. I didn't feel like having to wander about, and the Four Winds event is going on, and I am craving to playing it. It's mostly just racing stuff and racing and fighting. I may not do it for very long, the winter event, the Four Winds event. Sorry, not winter event. It's an entirely different event. The Four Winds event, I may end up going off doing weeklies and stuff. I think what I'll do is with Guild Wars 2, I'll fluctuate between my main account and my alt account. That way, I'm not going through my alt account super quickly, because I don't want to do it super quickly. I want to like kind of linger in that new phase, but I also don't want to be neglecting my main account, because on my main account, it's got all the cool upgrades and the fun stuff and the farming, but it's also got all the, I was wondering what the audio was for a minute. It's like, why is it so dead? But it's also got all of the expansions and farming stuff and whatnot. All the stuff that I just like doing, right? And I might work my alt account up to being equal with this as far as like having all of my all the expansion stuff, but it'll take a bit. Take a bit of time. Because I wanted to play all my alt account. I wanted to go through it like I did for my main account, where I went through the entire game I went through all the core without expansions, right? I wanted to experience it for what it was, and me and Ghost both the time didn't want to spend money on a game we weren't sure we would love. And then, of course, obviously, I fell in love with it more than him, but he likes it too. So, it became a constant, you know? I wonder if I have enough charged crystals yet. This thing is amazing. This charging station is my new favorite node. It's so convenient. The only reason I ever, like, didn't charge things wasn't because I didn't have the crystals or whatever, because I have plenty now. But it was just so inconvenient to have to go and find it. Okay, I got one more day before I have to, before I can craft another. As you can see, I've planned things. I didn't realize these could be crafted into these. I don't really care about the skin, but I have all of these the stuff, and the quartz crystals are never expensive, really. So it kind of just defeats the purpose of going and grabbing them.
Look at this. So pretty.
So I don't see the point, you know? I don't need that. I need this. I need to do the supply cache. Like, I need to actually go and do the crystal stuff, but I don't know when the time's best for it. I need to see about... I know people said reset, but not always reset. Sometimes I have to figure out how to do it. But on the maps, they show you what's kind of the main drop at each map. And so sometimes Dragon Stand is really doing great and has a lot of activity because the week's rewards are great and people want them, along with meta being probably good. And then sometimes weeklies are a thing, and so weeklies require you to go do Dragon Stand or whatever, or do Tangled Depth or whatever the case may be. And then people are there. So I have to kind of start paying attention to where the traffic is most likely going, if that makes sense. We got mail. Yeah. Okay. So I gotta start paying attention to where the traffic's going, basically. Let's see what the weeklies say. I am getting, like, one day. This week. Okay, we're breaking Defiance. We'll be crafting seeds. Defeat Ganth. So basically, this sounds like doing a rift. So basically just doing a rift and crafting. Okay. Okay. New weeklies are in. Ooh, the Golem. Everyone likes doing the Golem one. When does the Golem even, like, spawn? I haven't checked the timer. What? Rainbow Skies. Oh, that's cool. I do like how they give videos now of this. I like my Aurora, though. I actually got the Aurora one. So I have night skies that are amazing. A double rainbow. There's someone who's gonna love that. I want to be able to change the buildings out or add buildings. I would love it if they would start letting expansions or buy things you can buy or earn where you can build like little sheds or little buildings on your property. Huh? Okay, well, here's the thing. You can combine walls, but they aren't the same thing. Oh, I know that I can deal with it, sweetie. That's not what I'm getting at. I'm not whining. I'm daydreaming. Uh-huh, you're full of shit. But yeah, what I was saying was, because, like, for instance, I really hate the way the mount shed looks. Look at this field. It looks awful. They're like living little ramshacks, and there's no grass. And I want them to be standing on some grass and have some decent... This is not going to keep anything in. I can jump over this. Like, this is not... I think I don't even have to... Like, it's not going to keep the mounts in, so it doesn't seem... Like, it's not a nice fence. It's not pretty. I want it to be nice and sturdy. But look at this. My poor sky scale has to sit under literally nothing more than driftwood. My poor baby deserves better than that. And look, my poor, like, Warclaw is laying in the dirt. And even if you put grass in here, it doesn't look good. Just like I said, they just look like they're standing on uncomfortable ground. I just want to be able to change buildings out. Like, the barn here isn't bad. I like this barn. Like, it's pretty. Why can't this be where the mounts are? This is just basically a shack. Like, the roof looks awful. I want to be able to change out buildings. And I'd like to put different buildings on the premises. Also, the other thing, too, is, for instance, over there, I'm building a lighthouse. Trying to build a lighthouse. I'm fiddling with different furniture to make it work. I can't make an interior area that's round. You can only do interior areas if they're square. And that's okay, except it's really irritating because I want a lot of circular ones and stuff. And there's no circular walls. If there were circular walls or curved walls, I could make it happen and make buildings and stuff by myself. But that's the thing, too. And resizing stuff is kind of okay. But I really hate this door. This right here. This is the most awful door ever. It's gross. I don't like it. It doesn't match anything. And you can't change out the doors. Because I would like this door to just be either straight freaking open or be like a round door like this. Because I like these round doors. These doors are nice. Right? Or even just have it like this where it's just an open balcony. Just saying. Okay? I think eventually they'll do something about it, and they'll do you'll get furniture and things. But for right now, I just think it'd be nice to have different rooms and outhouses. And I think that'd be nice if they were Cantha themes, and then they were ones for like Dragon brand themes and that kind of thing. I think it'd be amazing. And like I wish guild halls were the same way with that too. I really do think the decorations could use an overhaul. And they need to make it to where they can be either snapped in place or better cohesioned. I know lots of people who, we have for instance, our own scribe talks about how all the decorations are expensive, which is true. They are expensive, but they're not just expensive. They're expensive, and then they're a total ass to try and put together. Our scribe for our guild actually put everything together, and he did an amazing job. I can't praise him enough. He did an amazing job of making us a library, right? Well, the problem with the library is he had to fight with the floors for hours. Like, I think the man was going to go bald with how much frustrations he had was trying to get the floor together and in one piece because things wouldn't line up correctly. They wouldn't snap into place. Some of the floor was overlapping here and overlapping there, and it wasn't just low enough, wasn't high enough, etc., etc., etc. Pain in the butt, right? It's one thing, the fact that the recipes for guild hall related items is like so expensive, and then on top of that, having the nuisance of putting together, a lot of guild halls don't decorate things. A lot of them try, but they're not amazing. And they also look kind of weird too. I always hate that some of the bigger guilds I went in, the areas would just be really decorated. They'd be decorated, but they'd be kind of wonky. And it kind of made me mad because it wasn't really fit to theme. But it's not my guild hall. It's not my business, right? I just kind of ignored it and went on. But it kind of was one of those things that it bothers me because it doesn't look it fits. Because none of the walls are fitting together. There's pipes sticking out here and there. It looks janky. And that bothers me because it shouldn't look that janky. It should look like it fits. Even if it doesn't look like the building itself fits in the environment. So like if you have a desert guild hall and then there's a Cantha themed outhouse or whatever, right? That's fine. It's just it should look like it fits into place in a nicer manner. Or it should look like it's a building that was built sturdily. Where is this thing? It's not showing me the wind particles. Okay, there it goes. It gave me the circle instead. I really think it just should do the circle thing by default. Give you the winds, particles, and the circle thing instead of just one or the other. Okay. Oh, there it is. They're gonna fight the boss. Okay. Missed on killing all the stuff. I'll eat that. Don't want to do any hard hits because I won't have a chance to actually use it to get count. There's that. Now we just got to kill 10 things.
Rare treasure
In the region. I don't. We can kill Timberwood. Did it despawn or something, or is it? Nope, it's right here. Weird. I don't think it's actually here. Now it is. There it is. Yeah, okay. So its name is here, but it was moving about. Okay, cool. I'm okay with that. Look at the babies. Yeah, like I said, I just kind of wish that some of the decoration. I also kind of wish guild halls were more used, as like they actually had events similar to how the open map has events. You know, like this is an event right here. If a guild hall had an event like this, the guild could pay, like, you know, craft it and pay for it to be done. But essentially, it's meant to, like, give people something to do with guild hall. And you would have different events, and each event counts for different places. So if you had, like, a crystal event, it would count for its crystal. So if the daily is to do a crystal event, then you would just be hanging out at the guild hall and wait for it. In order to balance it, you have to have a limited number of events. Sorry, I'm changing down. You have to have a limited number of like events at the guild hall. So, for instance, you could have like maybe 25 or less. Probably less, honestly, because I don't know how many are on a map. But normally it's less than like 10, unless it's an entire meta run, kind of like Dragonfall or Dragon Stand. So they have lots of little events, but they all feed into a meta run. So if you were doing it, you can make it to where like there's just a few events you can do. And the guilds would have to craft them similar to scribing and earn them. But you can make it to where they earn it through guild participations as well. Because a lot of things are not really reliant on guild participations, right? So if you want the event, your guild has to rally to do that. Like, I think that would be good. Oh, look at that first outfit. That is a beautiful color palette. We got some nice green and yellow going on. That's fall colors. I might have to take some inspiration from that. I'm planning to make a fall themed build for this. Probably gonna be a oh yeah. In what? Oh, what are you talking about? Like bedroom? Are you talking about? I don't know. I haven't even started the bedroom. I've been working on the library office area and my bathroom. I don't mind the main building, the main house. I don't mind it. I have an issue with the shed that the animals are kept in, the mounts. And I have a problem with not having other outside houses to put in. I'd like a little Cantha garden Could you imagine if they sold a Cantha koi garden you could put in your place? You either buy it from the market or you could get it through achievements. And it just has, because there's one garden in the Cantha area that's just beautiful. I would love to be able to build a koi, like you could get like koi pond related things or pond related things. I don't actually have a favorite. I don't have a favorite piece of furniture right now because most of the furniture is very barren. Most of the stuff is similar to the guild, like the guild hall ones that has just been reused and reprogrammed for expansion, like for the home instance. It's okay. It's just I would have preferred. I want more casual stuff like clocks. There's like living room based furniture, but I want like all rooms, like bathrooms. There's no like for showers and stuff. You have very little to pick from. I had to pick from. I took the spa, the hot spring bathroom thing, and I made myself a toilet via a chair and a bowl, but it's not the same thing. Bedding's actually very limited. I've only seen a few beds in the game. And like I said, that's why I said I want more furniture. I want more small things. Give me trinkets. Like, I would have loved, okay, there's only like 2 pots that you can really make, right? Actually there's 3. There's one that's a pot, and then there's one that's I like how he's killed a rabbit. There's one that's a cooking pot, which I like the stew pot. And then there's like this, it's a specific kind of pan that you use. I think it's called like a wong or something, or want or something like that. It's this big thing. But like, other than that, you don't have like frying pans. You don't have, oh man, a frying pan would be hilarious. You don't have like silverwares, like I think just little tiny things. You have cloth. Like I would have loved to have jackets because I would have liked to hang some jackets up on my Joko coat rack that I have. That kind of thing. I want little things, and then I want some buildings that I can work with, and round walls because I can't build my lighthouse without round walls. I have round platforms, but the problem with that is, the round walls. Okay, so there's stuff that's new. What is this? Oh, these are vouchers now. Oh, you can get Lion vouchers for chairs and stuff. Okay. So now they're making vouchers specifically for... I don't have any chairs in the game that I like. I don't really care. I just use the basic stool. I hardly ever sit anywhere in the game. I normally just sit on the ground. I'm looking at the stuff they have. There was a gift. There's a gift up here on here for something, so there is a free item available. I have a lot of skins that I want. Okay, so this is a free something. I actually don't like a lot of the outfits. At least not for my Savarian. It's really hard to find clothing that the Savarian likes. I don't hate them. Like the one you bought me is probably the one I like the best. That's about it. I must have passed it because I don't see it. Oh, here it is. The key. Pushing lion boxes, it seems. But yeah, like I said, I want the home instance to have more stuff. I kind of want them to fix guild halls and guilds in general. I want the guilds to have powers, and again, like being able to pick vendors and stuff. Imagine having the ability to pick vendors, and even if you could pick seasonal vendors, that would be hilarious. Should I open one? Why not? I'm not getting any more keys. I don't have the used to unlock exclusive black lion yellow dyes, or use to combine several canisters to upgrade the dye rarity. Oh, okay. That's an interesting way of doing an interesting thing. I didn't know that was a thing. I never played with the line art stuff though. So now we just have to craft the food items. Okay, let me go find a relatively flat area. I'll be right here. Because we're going to gonna use my let's use my portal. But yeah, I would like I want guilds to have powers in regards to the fact that they have more to give to a players. There's a lot of things that guilds give perks to, but not necessarily anything that requires you to work with them outside of guild commissions. That's it. But I wish guild commissions could be used as currencies for other things. And granted, guild commissions can be used to buy things at the guild hall. Like you can get shards of of obsidian. You can get other things like that. You can get certain recipes, stuff like that. But I think it'd be neat if guilds could pick, like the guild masters could pick the items being sold, like what kind of things they want visible, right? And if they want them to stick a default, that could be the case. But like if, for instance, say a guild hall says, I want obsidian shards to be a major thing, right? Or we want that to be popular, or that kind of thing. They may not necessarily change the rarity of those things popping up, like that, that kind of thing. But when they pop up, it will like tell guild members, hey, that thing's in the guild hall right now. Like it'll send messages out. So, like, if a guild wants to focus on, say, if they're the guild's a world versus world guild, certain crafting mats are more important to them than other mats, right? They could be like, hey, like these obsidians are in here, that kind of thing. Or make it to where guilds could pay gold to have special merchants come to town, meaning that these certain merchants, like Black Lion merchants, I don't think they have Black Lion merchants at the guild halls. But it'd be interesting if you could do that. You could pay so much gold to have them rented out for like a week. And you can tell the guild, hey, everybody, we've got a Black Lion market there that shows the lion heads. And then we have the trading post one you could do. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I know what you mean. Like, you could piece it together. I think it should be, it should be kind of like The Sims, where you can change your walls and stuff as you see fit. Or if you can't make it to where they snap in, I'm just saying, it would be really good. But I say give guilds power. Make it to where guild accommodations is being used for other things outside of the guild hall. Like you can use it to trade for different mats or something, or during like holidays and stuff, there'll be an NPC that sells stuff at like Lion's Arch or wherever the holiday event is, using guild accommodations. You don't give like guild members like actual power, like in regards to like toxic levels of it. But I think if you gave them a more of a reason to get to a guild, people would try getting into guilds more. And make it to where there's some hype to guilds doing guild events and stuff. Make it to where guild combinations can be acquired other than just doing guild missions. Like, because the problem is some people don't have time to go to guild missions. So it'd be interesting if you could do it to where you could reward them with missions. Give them one of the upgrades could be a mission board. And what it is it's similar to bounty boards in the expansion areas, except that it is exclusive to a guild hall, and they can be something as small as go kill this veteran, to go kill this legendary item, or go fight this world boss, right? And these bulletins could be like guild wide, meaning it doesn't have to be exactly specific to the guild. I think it would be neat if the guilds could pick that, especially if your guild was specifically a PvP guild or a World v World guild or an open world guild, that kind of thing. It'd be nice if you could pick your bounties and be like, okay, everybody, these are the bounties. And if your guild is specifically a lot of level 80 experienced players, you can have the bounty board express that and kind of have that. Or if you wanted your bounty board to be used for your starting players, your new players, so they have something to do to build levels and XP and loot and stuff, then there you go. It also it would give the game more of a chance to kind of filter players to a specific type of area, right? So if weeklies are happening a lot in Cantha, you could have missions that revolve around killing Cantha veterans or gathering resources, right? And they would gather these resources and get a little bit of guild favor from doing those things, like maybe like 50 points of guild favor for each mission. So it's not like a ton, but it's something. So a guild member can contribute when they can't participate in guild missions and still get guild accommodations, because they're doing bounties for the guild. I also wish that like different classes, like professions, like if you were a leather worker, you could be used. That there's certain like bounty boards that are specifically for crafting mats or trading boards, where the guild will put so much gold towards it, and players can then trade with that board for gold, and the guild gets the leather. This makes it to where guild members are getting a trade out of it when it comes to it, and you can also just have it with the board allows players to to donate. Because another thing is, huh? Yes, you can use a key. Because some of the guild members don't know how to donate things, and they want to donate things to the guild, and they find it a little hard. But most guild members or players would know what a bulletin board is, because they would find a bulletin board, or they'd find a post or signs in the game. So having a board that says bounty board, donation board, that kind of thing, allows them to be able to donate and buy things. And it also makes it to where the guild can trade, because our guild would gladly trade with our own guild members for a fair profit. If we need leather, we wouldn't mind buying it from them. But this allows them to do that when we're not online to say that. You know, to be like, hey, let everyone know we're doing this and that. Right? I think, and it would also encourage the guild members to look at the Lions market and the Lions post and start watching the market and be like, okay, leather's cheap right now. I'm going to buy a bunch of leather. And then when the guild starts wanting leather, I'm going to sell to the guild for a better price. Right? Or vice versa. Be like, no, the leather's too expensive right now. I ain't doing that. That ain't worth it. Right? Then they won't do it. Or they'll decide, oh, well, selling it to the Lions post is more profitable than selling it to the guild. Right? And it would make it to where players are paying attention to that. Because you want them to be paying attention to the market for their own well-being, not so much that. And a lot of players like, I don't know how to make gold. And I was like, I was that player, so I know for a fact how that feels, mind you. So I ain't shaming anyone sitting in that position. But I know that once you start figuring out how you can make gold off that part, off the post, and fishing and farming and things, then it's like, oh, well, then it's not so bad, right? Huh? Shut up. But my point being is that you start like seeing it, like you start seeing the patterns and start thinking, oh, well, okay, I only need to do this, this, and this, you know, and then it gets a lot easier to figure out what's your best bet. Sorry, I was checking these levels on these. Yeah, I need it to be at least 300, I think. That was 400. What else? I'm working to try and craft. I only need 60 of these. We're making seeds right now. Oh, someone got their key. And okay, gotta get that one, and then avocado. What level's avocado? Of course. Okay. So I think we could get away with. I still have 60 of those. Why do I have 60 of those? Did I buy 2 packs? You know what? It's not a problem. I bought it. I have it now. It's all that matters. And we'll go down one because we just need 60. Onions are expensive. I need to find a different recipe than the one I'm using, but I'm too lazy to do it right now. Okay, I'm gonna do loaf. I think this loaf here, this one, would be possible. Let me see how much it would cost for the seeds.
Fury rising.
Okay, that's 3. How about this one? How much is this one? It's 1. Okay, so this one's still cheaper. Okay. Well, we'll do that. Still cheaper for that than it is the way around. Okay. I need more sugar. I always need more sugar. I run out of sugar so quickly.
Fury rising.
Also, I think they have new lines too for things. Let me get the sugar. Yes. I'm probably gonna need more flour and stuff too, but we'll work with that later. Do that. That's crafting that. I'm gonna go to a bowl of. I think it's avocado that I need because I think I already did applesauce. Okay, let's craft that. Did I do applesauce already? Yes, I did. It's right here. Alright, and we'll craft all those. I think while that's doing that, I'm gonna go ahead and break these down. Okay. I've got 6 of those. Let's go and make the this one. We need 120 of those. Everything else is 60, just that. We need the exotic variations. And there we go.
Look at this.
But yeah, I kind of wish that they would add it to where there's more guilds have more like weight to them. They're not just social expectations. There's like other things you could do, and even if you didn't want to socialize, but you needed to be a part of a guild, or you needed it for guild accommodations, you could essentially join a guild and do the bounty of boards, or do crafting recommendations where they could be like, hey, craft us so much iron swords or whatnot, and then you could do it that way. I said, I think it'd be good. Give them weight. Give guilds weight that don't require them to be just social interactions. Oh, I need some more compost. I like being in this area. This area is beautiful, for one. This is the fishing hub. Anyone ever wanting to get into fishing and Guild Wars 2, this is going to be your scroll you want. It's not a requirement, mind you. If you don't want to get into fishing and you don't want to pay money into the game, you don't have to. But if you end up having a chance to get a deal, or you can also get the weekend deals they offer. You can go to the Lion Merchant and get like a 2-week scroll. Kind of test that. That's another thing too. If you want to get a scroll and you don't know what scroll you want to go for, and you're not sure what you're interested in, then do the 2-week scrolls. And then you'll find out what you like and what kind of jives with you more. I'm going to show you where that NPC is. Just because, in case anyone watching this video or the stream right now is curious. Now, where is it at? It's one of the NPCs here. I can't remember which one is it. I'm looking at the icons. It's got the Black Lion Merchant on it. Surely they have one here, right? They have to. Almost every world map has one. Has a Black Lion vendor. Because, let's see. Maybe they don't have it here. Oh, no, they do. It's right here. Duh. I've never used this one, but this is the merchant that you can buy like a week scroll. You can get the lion heads, and you get to like do a 2-week scroll, just kind of see what they are like, and see if you even like if they fit. And each scroll obviously has different boons to it. This one being the pavilion, it's basically a fishing one. You can buy bait down the hill. You can trade with the vendor for bait and stuff. Obviously I like it also because the cooking station is right here, and if you stand right here you can talk to both the station and the vendor and get them talking to you. So you don't have to try and stop what you're doing to go craft stuff with them. I also like it because the Artificer station is right beside spawn, and I like to come over here and craft my luck and potions if I happen to feel very bold that day.
Look at this. So pretty.
But I currently own 3 scrolls, I believe. I own the pavilion. I own this Mistlock, which is my second favorite. Actually, I think Mistlock and like pavilion are probably equally on my heart because I like both of them for different reasons. And then I have a World versus World scroll, I think, too. But I don't use it very often. I have it in my bank, but this one. The Bastion. Yeah, it's World versus World maps. I have it. I don't use it very often. If you like playing World v World, that's your scroll you want. If you are fractals, into fractals crazily, the Mistlock is your one. And fishing, like I think there's the one for PvP, and I think there's one for different maps that are in there. But those are the 3 I get. I think the only other one I'd get. Nope, that's it. I think that was it. I don't think I would want anything else.
And we can just dance the night away.